I truly believe that everything happened for a reason. And if we were not able to buy this house, despite everything that we already spent on this house, it was not meant for us. It was not our house. It's a realignment. Once you shift your mindset, you won't feel so bad about the fact that when you haven't moved and you're still in this house that you already said goodbye, you already told your neighbor, your friend, everyone that you were leaving, right? You were already looking to redirect your mail and everything. Okay, it's just a shift. It's just a realignment to what is really yours. We packed completely our house. We put our house on the market, and it has been for 1.5 years now. We were in the process of exchanging contract. Then at the last minute, once we've had already paid all the fees, solicitors, survey, the back and forth to the home we were supposed to buy, who was 4 hours away from where we're living right now, the sale fell through. We had already packed everything. We were living with one plate, one fork, one knife, one spoon per person in the family before adult. We had one glass, one mug. Everything was already packed. Everything is already packed. So now we had spent quite a lot of money on the house we were supposed to buy up north. But now that our sale fell through and the seller for the house we were buying didn't want to wait for us, so they put it back on the market to find a new buyer, we went back to square one. So now what? And at the end of the day, we decided to postpone the sale of our house and stay in this house for the next 2 years until we then move back to France, which was our initial plan before we decided to downsize and move up north where life is cheaper and where we could live mortgage free. So now what? We have everything packed, closed. I don't have a wardrobe anymore. My wardrobe is completely, in my bedroom, the walls are completely bare because there's no wardrobe anymore. Everything that I have is packed except a few clothes that I keep with me, a capsule wardrobe that I keep with me. So my question is this one. If you were in my situation, would you unpack everything and put everything back where it was? So open all the boxes that you've, organized, ready for the move? Or do you leave out of boxes? Meaning you do not open them, leave them in the garage, just take a few things that you would leave, because we've been living like that for at least 4 months, where I've packed things little by little and, just left the bare minimum for us to go by until we moved, because my kid gave their notice to their jobs. They went to interviews up north for their new jobs and everything just collapsed. So we are back to square one. Now we are in that situation where, what should we do? What should we do? And that just made me realize as well how little we need to live with. Because we used to have, I don't know how many plates in the kitchen, how many forks, but we don't need them. Now it's one fork, one. When it's dirty, you have to watch your own, because we have different and distinct one per member of family. We have different distinct plates, different distinct cutlery. We cannot confuse them. So we know who they are for, and everybody is responsible to clean their own. That's what we're gonna be talking about in this video. If you are in the same situation, I invite you to stay until the end so we can figure out a solution together. So yes, we decided to stay for the next 2 years, but now I'm finding myself in the middle of my house full of boxes, and I'm and I'm wondering what to do next. What do I do? What do I do with all these boxes around me? The truth is, it's very uncomfortable. We are all like in a limbo situation where we had already checked out of this house. This was not our house anymore. The house up north that we started to love was our house. We drove there several times when my kid went for interview or just for a ballad to already get to know the neighborhood. And we started calling that house there our home. That's a mistake, by the way, in the UK anyway. Until you exchanged the contract, it doesn't matter if you've paid solicitor, surveyor, pay all these fees that they ask you to pay. Doesn't matter how much money you spent back and forth, until you sign the contract, the buyer or the seller, or your buyer can cancel at any time, and you will lose everything that you invested already and back to square one. So until you have exchanged the contract, consider that the house is not yours and you're still right where you are. So that was a mistake for us. That's just our second home that we were buying in the UK, because we've been here for 24 years. It's our first house we bought in the UK. And so we didn't have that information in mind when we started the process to sell this house and buy the other house. So lesson learned here. So which means because we have already attached ourselves to the home that we were buying and we had already planned, we went to IKEA so many times to organize and see how we would be decorating the other house and which furniture, etc. We were not here anymore. We had checked out already, which means that we're here in this house that we loved so much before and where we lived for 24 years feels now like, okay, what do I do here? I disregarded you so fast that now I'm here. We're still here standing in the house. So we need to find a solution, change our mindset, accept that, well, this is the situation and we need to make sure that we make this house our home again. So I want to share with you what I've decided to do, and maybe this can help you too. If you had a big plan fall through, if you try to sell your house and then the sale fell through and, well, you then staying in your home and not selling it anymore, that might help you. What I decided, so number one is I refused to unpack everything. I took too much time decluttering this house to unpack. Having everything in the boxes and having just the bare minimum showed me that we do not need everything that we have in these boxes. So my plan is to just unpack and add a few things. There's a few things that are missing to be comfortable in the house. So I will just pack the bare minimum and leave the rest away. So I want to create a home where we are happy to be home. Like when you enter in your home, you're comfortable. Because 2 years is a long time. 2 years is a long time to be living like, guests in your own home and being uncomfortable. We had so many plans to how we will decorate the new home. So I sat with my kids and my husband, and we decided to make this house our home again, but to redesign it to a way we will love without spending a lot of money at all. We have spent around, if you know me, I'm frugal. I don't spend money just to spend money. So just to reuse what we have at home and to repurpose, right? To paint what we don't like anymore, etc. We want to make that home, this house, home again. But we want it to be a house we are proud of, because we neglected it as we were supposed to live. Our heart was not here. And because that plan to move away is a plan that have been with us for a while, we were like, okay, we're not here for long anymore, but we're still here for 2 years. So make it home, redesign it the way you would want to be comfortable and happy to be home. And like when you go to a hotel or Airbnb or etc., and you find a place that is peaceful and that you love being in. This is what I want to create for myself. I remember how I was looking after this house before, decorating it, etc. I want to do that again. I want to be comfortable and happy in this house for the 2 years that we have to spend here again, but not unpacking everything. And also, how it can feel like a failure, right? Remember that it's not a failure. It's just a realignment. It's just a redirection. And funny enough is, our initial plan was always to move back to France. But we changed that plan and decided to downsize and go up north, right? Although that was a valid plan at that time, well, the way life has realigned things, this was not our path at all. So our path was not to go up north, but certainly to stay in the south and prepare for our move to France. So I'm calling this a transition period, right? It's a transition period between the time that we have left in the UK. For us, our kid will still be here. And I'm going to take these 2 years to enjoy fully the UK. You know how you don't really enjoy the place you are in. You vacation outside of the country, of the city. For the next 2 years, I want to visit places that I haven't visited in the UK. Haven't been to Ireland. None of the 2 islands, Republic of Ireland and the other. So I want to go to Ireland. I want to go spend some time in Scotland. I've been in Scotland quickly, but I didn't take the time really to experience it. So I want to go to Scotland. I want to go back to Wales. I've been there 20 years ago. I want to spend time exploring the UK before I leave in 2 years. So I really want to live these 2 years as a tourist in the country, meaning that I want to go and be wowed by what this beautiful country has to offer. Because when you live in the country, you don't see it. Like, ask people in Paris, they don't see La Tour Eiffel. They don't see the Eiffel Tower, right? They don't. They don't see the Eiffel Tower. So when it comes to clothes, because we women, men as well, but I can only talk for women because I am one, is that I've always had a capsule wardrobe, but I've put most of my things away and only kept a limited amount of clothes, and I'm happy to stay with them. I'm not going to unpack what is I've put away. However, when it comes to winter, of course, because I put my winter clothes away, I will just rotate them with the seasons, but I will keep living with a capsule wardrobe for the next 2 years. It's just, anyway, the way that I prefer to live. Okay, I always had a capsule wardrobe, and I've been following for, I don't know, more than 10 years. There's a lady on YouTube called, her channel is called The Daily Connoisseur. Her name is Jennifer L. Scott, The Daily Connoisseur. She has a beautiful channel, and she lives in a very intentional way regarding everything that she has in her house. So anyway, I've been off topic, but I really like this woman. Check her out, The Daily Connoisseur, Jennifer L. Scott. The next point is to keep your dream alive. To keep your dreams alive, because Yes, for a few months or year, our dream now was to move up north. I had already idea how I would be visiting different places up north, right? I still can do it from the south, right? It's maybe more expensive, it may take a bit longer, but I still can do the same things. That's what I was telling you earlier. I want to go to Scotland, to Ireland. I want to visit Manchester. I have a family member that I haven't seen for a while, and with whom I had already so many plans in my head. Haven't spoken to her, to do this with her, to visit her, and I still can do this. So I'm not going to kill everything that I had planned to go to the Lake District, to go to, because up north there's a lot of beautiful things to see, beautiful mountain, beautiful national parks, etc. I still can do that from here, right? Wherever you are, whatever dream that you have, or bucket list or whatever, you can still do it wherever you are. So I'm not going to kill that dream, and I'm really happy to realign with the initial dream to move back to France. So what I will be doing is I will be documenting this in between time, right? We had 2 years here before moving to France, and I will show you and take you along the places I will go and share with you. Maybe you'll be interested to see these places for yourself. And London is a place I've been several times, but I don't remember really experimenting London as a tourist, right? And really being wowed by this beautiful city. So I want to go and spend some time in London as much as possible to really experience everything that I will be leaving behind. If you've seen my video for my birthday when I went to see a show in London and slept in a pod in London, that was me deciding to enjoy life, not just be in transition, but during that transition, make the best of the time that you have here. It's like being given a second chance to experience London, because I'm 30 minutes by train to London, even 20 minutes by train to London, right? So, but I did not take advantage enough to visit that beautiful city, which I will be doing now. What should you do? What did you learn from that? So, yes, this house will still be in the market within 2 years, right? The maximum time we have here is 2 years. But I'm not going to pretend either that this house is permanent and that we're going to be here forever. The reason for that, and why is it extremely important to not then live in the house like it's your forever home, is because the clutter will come back. Once you're comfortable, then small things will keep coming. The way I want it is to be comfortable, be a home that we love, but at the same time keep the clutter out, meaning not buying anything. Because guys, as we know, time flies so fast that all the work that I've done so far to declutter that house, if I don't pay attention, and what I want to do during these 2 years is to continue decluttering the house. And I am sure that even for what I've packed already, I will go through them again, and I'm sure within 6 months I will be able to halve what I've kept and thought it was so important for me to keep. I want to be ruthless, because I'm really looking for a life of less things, less clutter, to make time to do the thing that I love doing, the experiences, and not collecting things that will bring in the house, clutter our mind, our space. Let me know if you have any other ideas in the comment of how you will manage the situation I am in, where I'm in limbo in between, being here in the UK for 2 years and also moving back to France. The other thing I will be doing is to start going to France regularly, see different places, to see the feel of it, because I want to live in a village, but I never lived in a village in France. I lived in a city or the suburb of Paris. So I want to rent on Airbnb different places during these 2 years. Maybe I hope I can do 2 or 3 trips and see what I really want, to see if I would actually be able to live in a village in France. And so I just find the next 2 years to be very exciting, make the best of the time that I'm still in the UK. Just keep it simple and temporary, because 2 years, goes very fast. Let me know in the comment. I'm so very curious to hear what you have to say on that topic. So if you want to hear all the adventure that I'm gonna go through, how I will be going to France to check different places and also explore the UK, do subscribe to this channel. There's a lot coming up, guys.